The man suddenly realized with horror. A storybook whose title he remembered was the letter E. Now it's the letter A. He told his friends about it. The friend teased him that he was getting old and had a bad memory. The man thought so too. But then something strange happened. It made the man just wonder again. Last month, he and his wife took a picture together at the Science Museum, and now the location in the photo was the observatory. Jace asked his wife if she had noticed the change, but she said they'd never been to the Museum of Science and Technology. Jess was confused. He was sure he was right, but why was his memory? Why was his memory so different from everyone else's? Jace started searching the internet for answers, but he was surprised by the results, because there are thousands of people in the world who are just like him. They're all wondering the same thing. For example, people have seen it on the news. The funeral of former South African President Nelson Mandela in 1980. But Mandela actually died in 2013. And then there's the impression that the Monopoly man on the Monopoly board should be wearing glasses. Now he doesn't have glasses. And the reason for these collective memory lapses. There are two schools of thought. One is the parallel universe theory, that the deviant memories, they're actually generated by other parallel universes. But so many people can enter parallel universes at the same time. It doesn't seem very plausible. Jace is a game designer. He prefers to believe in another theory of virtual worlds, that we're actually living in a virtual universe programmed by a computer. We're all NPCs in it. Even the tech guru Musk has said that the probability of him living in the real world is only 1/0000000.
Can act as a quantum observer.
But a theory without an experiment is just a theory. Jace started searching again for experimental developments. But here's the strange thing. It was logical. There were a lot of scientists talking about it on the internet. There should be a lot of people practicing it. But Jess searched and searched and searched and searched. The only one actually practicing it. There was only one professor named Roland. And that's where it gets even weirder. Jace found Professor Roland's video can't be played on the internet due to an unknown error, and downloading these videos to a computer, although the videos can be opened. But every time it reaches a critical moment, the video will show up as a corrupted file. It seemed like there was a force. It was as if there was a force that prevented Jace from seeing the videos. Jace didn't believe it. According to the address on the internet, he went straight to Professor Roland, and when he found out what he wanted to do, Professor Roland told Jace he was blocked on the internet because of what he did. It touched on some kind of truth. Jess was curious about what Roland had done. Roland explained, if the whole world is a program, the program's processing power must be very high, but some people still have memory lapses. That means the program still has a limit. Theoretically, all it would have to do is break through that limit. The world program will crash. Then we'll know if the world is real or not. That's when it hit Jace. He had a virus file that could multiply indefinitely. But the problem was, the two of them didn't have the computers to run the virus. But then Roland said that over the years, he led a team to build a quantum computer. It's millions of times more powerful than a supercomputer. It can run Jace's virus indefinitely.